and skillets. Welcome to another live stream. We've been away for a week. We've been partying down. Ah, Zoidenberger, eh? Sloppy Joes. I reckon this. I haven't made this recipe before, but I reckon this would be a sloppy sheb. Oh, they've got a skeleton, all right. Just you wait and see. So we are indeed doing. Actually, I was going to be streaming on YouTube as a test this evening, but I forgot that there's like they put a 24-hour delay on new accounts because of like terrorists and school shooting live stream people. You just can't go live. Witty. You just can't suddenly go live. For obvious reasons, so we're still stuck on the old Twitch. Hi, Whitey. What's the haps, Zoido? What's for dinner at the old Hacienda? We've been up in Sydney. Saw Hans Zimmer live. Camera. Yeah, it's good. Well, it's mostly good. The problem is because my downlights are here, it sort of gets a bit confused when it comes in front of this. I've changed one of the angles. So now I'm going on from the left-hand side. So this is like behind the coffee machine. Because before, like because I'm right-handed, my hand would always get in front of the camera, and my fat meaty fingers on this side, so I've moved it. And I think I like it better. I haven't quite finished jiggering it to however it needs to be, but this is the other experiment. Oh, there's a big ladle in the way. There we go. Stinking ladle. Yeah. That's why it's called Hans Zimmer Live. I think you'll find. Actually all your favorites. So like Lisa Gerrard. So she's actually from Melbourne. She's an Australian. But if you think of Gladiator, like the female voice in the Gladiator soundtrack. Like in the Fields of Elysium when he's walking through the wheat fields. She's been there, so this is the third time that I've seen him, and she just must come up for the gig and do her thing for Gladiator. And also, and I forget his name, but the original guy that does the Lion King singing. No, she's from Melbourne. I'm pretty sure. So, before I get distracted, we're talking Sloppy Joes. Sloppy Joes. Sloppy Joes, Sebby. At Shelley's request. Which is, it's like the most basic. It's like a bolognese sauce on a burger bun, basically. So I'm going to halve this recipe. Oh yeah, that could be it. Whale rider. Riding high on the Free Willy nonsense of the 90s. So let's do. But yeah, there's probably like 15,000 people or so. What is this? So this is 4. Or do I halve it again? No, I'll cook all of it and then I might use the rest in a stir fry perhaps. Yeah, something like 15 towards 20,000 people. think. I wasn't able to count them all. And awesome show. No, I don't need to cook all of this. So I need to. If I quarter. All right, I'm gonna quarter the recipe then. Yep. Hello, Joe. You know, I was thinking, Jazz. Haven't seen Hello Joe DNS for a while. He hasn't seemed to have streamed for a while. Yeah, that's it. Maybe I'll just bring it back down to good old Australian values, and just do a reasonable portion. What's for dinner down in Strathnairn? Oh, Zoidenberger, did you see that Lollipops and Jazz have bought some land? And there's going to be, I reckon, Jazz, you need to at least do like a time lapse. And then maybe we could all come around and do like a live stream cooking on the construction site episode. Tacos. Winner. This is very similar to a taco recipe. Let's have a look. So we're going to brown the meat. And then we want garlic powder and onion. Do I have garlic powder? Actually, no. I had to buy a brand new tin of Keen's mustard, because the one in the you only use it like once every decade, and so this was a decade old, and I won't use it for another 10 years. Yeah, I can make it kind of like camping. That's what we'll do. Let's give that a smell. Yeah, it doesn't smell that much. So that's Keen's mustard. Might have to go with actual ginger. Harlem coming in with the sub. Hey, I got some buttons out for you, man. And I have my new PAX badges. And I'm thinking, if you want them, I can't remember where they are right now, but I will send them to you. Thank you very much for the sub. Good to see you. We're experimenting with a few new camera angles here this evening. We're doing an American classic, in theory. Sloppy Joes. They look like this. It's just like a hamburger bun with like mince in it, basically. I don't know why they call it a Sloppy Joe, but this is what we're making. They also used to, Jazz, do you remember when Mum or Ma used to call jumpers, like knitted sweaters, Sloppy Joes? Yeah, it makes me think of a lot of things. What's the haps, Harlem? How was your day, I suppose? And what'd you have for dinner? Yeah, I think so as well. So this is not a complicated recipe. This is like American Cafeteria. Cafeteria. Like what you get in The Simpsons. No, that's ginger. Didn't get that. Horseradish. Maybe we'll just go with the onion powder. Have I ever done bagels on extreme? No. And in fact, you'll recall the cardboard cream debacle of 2018 or 17. That's the only. That's the closest I've ever come to cooking like round stuff in a pan. Lost track of what I was talking about. We are going over. Yeah, salmon, cream cheese. What else? Maybe some chives. For real bagels, you need lime water. Is what you need. Straight up Philly. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ah, this big small world is coming in with 6. Welcome on in, chums. We are making a very American dish. Thank you very much for the raid, Small World. Wolfie joins us as well. I don't know if the blue triggered for that, but we'll give him another minute. What's going on, chums? What did you have for dinner? Sea films. Hey-yo. We're doing pretty well. Tonight I was going to stream on YouTube, but I didn't realize you have to wait 24 hours before they let you do that, so I'm just doing the classic Twitch at this stage. Good to see you guys. Feel free to self-promote. Are you a streamer? Small world. We need some onion. How's it going, Wolfie? So we're just going to use half of this onion, I think. So we'll get this mix on, and I reckon to simulate the American cafeteria, I think the mix can like sit for quite a while. Yeah, good. We've been in Sydney. We were just saying we saw Hans Zimmer live on, oh God, Sunday night in Sydney. Me, Shellatastic, and Boomshine. And we're pretty much recovered. Yep, the onion's going in with the mince right now. Home from, actually, because I am on leave this week, so I've lost track of, because here in Australia we've had a bunch of public holidays, and we've made the most of them, and I am a bit tired, I won't lie. Sweet, sweet rainbow ice cream. Excellent. Yeah, see, we were talking about I first learned about chili dogs because Sonic the Hedgehog in the comics, he always has chili dogs. And that wasn't a thing in Australia back then. And I was like, what the hell, what is all this? So it's like a very similar mix, right? My drop is working. So we have our onion. Let's have a look at what is next. Ugh. Seeing the recipe would be helpful. So I actually don't have garlic powder, so I'm going to use... Wait. Hang on. I have onion powder. I'm going to use a real garlic clove. Is what I'm going to do. Yeah. No worries, Jazz. Yeah, it's like chili, the plant, the spice. I was like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Let's all have chili for dinner. I guess that's probably more what it is, like closer to Wolfie. Mm-hmm. So I guess this is like a really, really basic chili con carne. Other than Charmeroy, he'd snack on them for dessert. No, not me. Although I have found my stomach's tolerance to chili has like increased significantly over the past year. So I'm finally back in the game of eating one of my favorite spices. All right. What is next? Tomato paste, ketchup, water and vinegar, none of which I've got out. Oops. Okay. It's starting to smell quite good. Apple cider vinegar. Yep. Wolfie's grown capsicums without even knowing it. We're going truffle hunting, Zoidenberger. We got, was it for Christmas? Vouchers to go out to the truffle farm. Whoops. Tomato paste. Do you think you're going to go shrooming this year? I was thinking about the saffron milk caps the other day. And how glad I was that I didn't get kidney failure from eating a death cap. Yeah, I think this wants to be pretty dry. Ah, bummer. Yeah, all I've got is some celery. Ah, okay, yeah, it must be like I can feel. We actually turned on the heating, central heating. It's part of why my eyes aren't stay open properly because the amount of dust that just blew out of all the central heating into my eyes while I was in bed. Because that's how you know it's mushroom season. But yeah, I do feel confident with the saffron milk cap. I feel like I understand that. So I have quartered this. So we will just say, well, we'll just go with 2 tablespoons because I'm not going to open another pack. Oops, turned on the oven with my thigh. Yeah, that's exactly it. I concur with your risk assessment. That is sloppy Joe filling. So yes, basically a chili, a basic chili. Shelley was requesting it. I don't know how we got onto the topic. Hi, Slitty. It's basically like it's like a simpleton's bolognese. It smells like bolognese. I think this is what you get in the army or in primary school. Oops, and some on the wall there. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, the saffron milk cups are they're prolific and tasty and not poisonous at all. Hello, Thoti. Do you want to say hello to the stream? Oh, fat man. Oh, fat man. Hello. Hello. Shirley hadn't finished eating this chicken breast in this sandwich and folded up in a little napkin in the lounge room. She was like, I'll give that to Sooty for an evening treat. And then later on I came out and he'd got into it underneath the napkin and was just eating the whole chicken off the floor. Interesting. Sooty, you're too fat. You're too fat for life. Oh, what a fat little man. I don't want to get distracted here. A water, so we want a quarter cup of water. Can do. And then it was something about vinegar. Like a splash, I guess. It smells good. It smells like spag bol. I want to put some pasta in it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this recipe I saw years ago. It was like an American like an army, I think. one of the ways that they did it. Yeah, I saw that, El Zordo. He actually doesn't want food. This is what I've learned after a couple of years. He just wants attention. And I've been giving him attention in the form of food. So I'm to blame for his weight problems. Alright. Now we want sooty. Sooty. Half a teaspoon of dry mustard. As long as you take sooty out for long walks. And perhaps on a treadmill. Black pepper. Sooty, what am I supposed to do? You don't know about live streaming. You don't know about the importance of timing. Maybe you can see chili. You just want some attention. Oh no, he's coming back. Okay. I guess it's dinner time, so it's soot. No, camera's gone. There we go. Not have to. In fact, last time when Whitey was at the vet for her eye, they said, "Oh, do you want to get the cat nails clipped?" And we were like, "Nah," because that's how she defends herself. And now you can hear her walking down the hall. It goes click, 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 click. I didn't want to deprive her of her own natural defense. Alright, so the last thing here is just brown sugar. Yeah, from sparrows or blue jays or wrens. Any biscuit bird. So 4 teaspoons down to that, probably. That's how she defends herself against flies. That's that. Sloppy Joe's sloppy done. I don't know if she'd be able to defend herself against a rat. There was a very, very large dead rat on the front door mat the other day. So, Sooty knows what he's doing. What else did I say I was cooking tonight? Oh, corn ribs. Yeah, that's right. And so even do the salad first. There's no reason not to. But yeah, Zoidberger, we came up with Frez, and he stayed in a hotel room just down the way from us. And we went and played roulette. Which is kind of a well, maybe not Red Dead Redemption, but you still got that that Western feel to it. Yeah. And then we lost everything. That's how gambling works, I'm afraid. So actually, I'm going to get the brown sugar out again. And what we're going to do is, so it's basically it's salad, green, what do you call them? Apples, and hazelnuts, or walnuts in this case. So we're going to make a bit of a caramel with brown sugar, a bit of salt as well, and then we're going to glaze the walnuts into a kind of like a brittle, and then that's going to go in. There's like the sort of the chopped nut kind of action on the salad, along with some acidic green apple. Is the plan. I guess I could actually move this around. Maybe even a little bit of chili or something. Basically, just going to make this one up. I guess we could check in with the Book of Jamie. But yeah, this won't be a long stream. Well, in theory. I should probably taste what we got going on here. It smells like hot dogs, actually. Yeah. It's like basic bolognese action. Cool. I feel like I probably want a little bit more salt in that later. I don't mind a walnut, I have to say. It tastes bolognese, it tastes like basic bolognese, maybe a bit sweeter than we'd expect here down under, I think is how I would categorize it. No, I just want to try some more. Make sure I haven't. And this, it's interesting because the liquid level is quite low. Yeah, it tastes like a hot dog in bolognese form. So we want this to melt. And while that happens, I can see there's Sloppy Joe on my touch portal. satisfying. Some stubborn silks. If you're halving or like quartering corn, worth going like instead of like just this way is so much easier, like directly down the cob. Cool. And I have so part of the charm apparently of the Sloppy Joe is the cheapest rolls ever. So I have bought some. Rather than make them. Let's see what Jamie's got to say on the. Is it in this? I'm not actually sure. There's a few things that I've been looking at here. Oh, I think this is it. Yeah. A pecan and butter. I'll add some butter. Have I been watching much? I haven't. I have started watching Andor. Didn't change the. But no. Who's winning? We actually watched some network television while we're in Sydney. I can't believe how long the ads go for. Like it's not a short amount of time. Music has died. Wine glass is empty. Embarrassing bodies, eh? But so this is on like broadcast, like free to air is what I'm trying to say. Music comes back. Kitchen has disappeared. So this all dissolves and then we whack the nuts in. That's a technical cooking term. Whack the nuts in. Prime. Yo, prime. I picked this like style of salad because it has sugar in it as well. It's like I couldn't think of what to match with like Sloppy Joe's, apart from like mac and cheese and tater tots or whatever. But like it's like I need to make it a little bit more balanced.
Oh yes, tater tots.
Tater tots. Is that how you have to say it? I'll have you know. Okay, well the kitchen speaker has completely disappeared, so we'll just go back to the old way of doing things. Yeah, I think I am as well, as Jazz. But also, I'm missing summer pretty bad.
It's not even winter yet.
That's right. It's autumn. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, I don't need any more heat on it than that. Now I could put it on parchment paper, but I don't really need to. I'll just leave it in the pan, and then that comes off. Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's, yeah. I mean, I suppose Whitey does, or well, Sooty actually more. Although they've both got a thing for the mat along the hall that they decide that they want to be ripping up. Okay, so these is this. You know what? I could actually not use oil and actually air fry these. Let's try that. What I'm going to do. An air fry just means bake. Whoops. Ugh. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put these in the microwave for like 2 minutes. And then when they're done, we'll put them in the air fryer and we'll do parmesan and paprika on top. Charlie comes and jumps on him when he's crying. That Charlie. Yeah, do you have to hold it like what's the method? I've never tried to do it, has Jazz, or Wolfie for that matter. I feel like I've served my time. I have given Whitey courses of things multiple times a day, angst multiple times a day. If they need their nails cut, they can do it themselves. I can see how scary would Wally Pops be. He was like, all right, you're coming with me. That's what he sounds like, by the way. One pour a day. It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah, they are. That's for sure. We'll do 2 minutes there. Maybe not even. What's their favourite treat after the nail clippings? Oh, whoa. Poached chicken. It's a pretty good treat. Okay. Remind me to buy a new. There it is. So I wanted to check this for salt. I think it is supposed to be quite sweet though. That's the American way. Looks like that's going to be hot. I've already burnt my mouth once on cheese today, so I don't want to take too many risks. I did a, it was a sous vide poached chicken breast, vegetables and crispy roast potatoes and gravy the other night.
Fatality.
And it was good news. I think Shelley even said it was the best chicken she'd ever had. The sous vide chicken that last week. Oh, that's good. That is a nice thing to say. Oh, did that trigger the thing? Oh yeah, so what we will do, not tomorrow because there's a 24-hour timeout, but I will, because I'm on leave this week, so we will do a stream on Friday, unless something comes up. But Wolfie, I'm going to do it on YouTube. So I have to, rejigger a whole bunch of commands. I'm not going to dual multi-stream straight away. I just want to do it on YouTube. Not expecting many viewers, but I have to just get used to. I have to reprogram the commands or duplicate them basically. And you don't need to be here for that. But it's going to be a bit of an experiment. I'm not really sure. I just two things. One, it seems to me like there are a lot more people on YouTube, and the discoverability on YouTube is a lot better. And also, I just want to try something different. There are a couple of people that follow me on YouTube explicitly for the food, and a couple of them have started streaming. So I thought, it'd just be cool to try it out. And then after that, I'll try, depending on how much upload bandwidth I've got, I can multi-stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so it doesn't really matter what platform you're watching on. But just as a tech experiment, I guess. Yeah. Because I do get comments every now and again on my old stuff on YouTube, and like I do prefer YouTube in a lot of ways. Actually, I'll just use. But I don't think I've ever watched a live stream on YouTube. Oh, actually, I have. Nutmeg Tavern, so Townsend's. And on my main channel, I actually have done some live streaming of Monkey Island ambience. But that was like years ago. So this is just Parmesan cheese on some steamed corn. And then we're just going to hit it with some paprika. Whitey really likes Parmesan, turns out. It's salty and dairy at the same time, so it's like two of her favourite things. Cool. Me too. Me too. But there's no knuckle meat in these corn ribs. Not tonight. All right. Yeah. We are. Does he say? Oh, for the dressing, yeah. We'll make the dressing. We'll put the. I was going to say carrots for some reason. These are not carrots. Start 8. And then probably whack them under the grill to get some colour. Alright, we are probably about 20 minutes away or something like that. I guess that's why they pick Sloppy Joes as one of the staples in American schooling systems. It's not a complicated proposition. Oh yeah, vote. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Saturday. Yeah, we'll have to go down. I talked to Mum and Dad about it, and they were like, "Nah, don't bother coming over here." So yeah, we'll. It's what, sorry?
The one we normally go to will be open.
Yeah, so it's about like a 4-minute walk from where we are. So we'll go and vote. Has just voted for the Animal Justice Party. I feel like I'm going independent this time. I think I'm gonna give old David P.
What about the MP?
Yeah, I'll probably vote Labour.
Vote for Andrew Lee.
Yeah, I'll vote for Andrew Lee.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Also,
Yeah. Oh.
vote for the legalized cannabis.
I just picked up a really moldy orange. And I can... Oh, the mold spores. Ah! But yeah, Dutton's not... It's looking promising in the sense that I'm going to use this lime. I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, they've not. The Liberals don't have it together. That much is clear.
Did you see the voice issue come over?
Nope.
Trying to make out that Labour's going to push the voice through again.
All right. Yeah.
Because Penny Wong said something about the voice. And
Penny one. So So yeah, that's what's going on. And so I did Google it, and actually I think it was like quite a few streams ago, Wolfie, we were talking about nuclear power, and we both agreed it would be a good idea, like if the technology was available and the expertise were available here, I would vote for nuclear, and I would not protest nuclear being in this suburb of Everett, if such a thing existed, which it doesn't. And it got me thinking. It's like, so just it's like 20 kilometers from here. There's Eden Monaro, which is a Liberal. So it's a regional electorate, and so it's a Liberal seat. And and the candidate was getting pressed about whether or not, given that her party's platform is, nuclear is the solution to everything, would she support having a nuclear power plant in her electorate? And she wouldn't say yes. And so it made me think. It's like, how many Liberal voters are voting for nuclear power that would protest against a nuclear power station being built in their backyard? I suspect it's 100% of them. Nuclear in space, small, medium SMRs, absolutely. If they trundle one up here, I'm absolutely for it. Problem is they don't have one and they can't do it. And so in the meantime, it's like, okay, well, we better get some free energy. Yeah, so then I thought, and then I ran out of energy. It's like, okay, well, should we get a list of all the candidates that are pro-nuclear that also are pro having that nuclear power station in their electorate? I haven't seen a single one. Because the Eden Monaro, I forget who she is. She's like, oh no, I'm going to leave that up to the people. And it's like, well, it's kind of why you're elected, isn't it? No, I've got nothing against nuclear as a concept, and I mean we use it. Whoa! Good pishk. 13. Thanks for the follow. Welcome on in. Things started to get a little bit political, but this is a cooking channel. And we are making sloppy joes. Thanks for the follow. What brings you here? Yeah, it's all about the practicality. It's all about the practicality. No, that's okay. Like, I mean, I don't think it's... Politics is annoying and stupid, but you gotta do it, right? Especially in Australia, like you have to. And also, I think you have to, because it's mandatory in Australia. Like, you're legally required to vote. You shouldn't be afraid to speak your mind, and it can be frustrating, which is why we have the fuckwits in Melbourne, the neo-Nazis, trying to shut down Welcome to Country. It's horrible, but I prefer that they do it so that we can all tell them that they're idiots and explain why. Yeah, that's right. And it's our job to... Yeah, that's right. And we know that they're stupid or ill-informed, and we have to have the confidence that we know better. And this is where you run into this like really uncomfortable territory of how condescending do you want to be, right? But if you truly believe and you truly understand and you truly think and you've got it locked down, you should be able to explain to anyone why they're an idiot and help them get out of that hole. It's better than because what else do? You arrest judges. You attempt to shut down schools. You take books out of libraries. You put visa conditions on undesirable ideology. That is not the direction that we go. You have to welcome the stupidity and be clear and be confident that you can explain to the stupidest of the stupid why they're stupid.
And then they won't understand.
And that's fine. But it's better than having them arrested and ghosted, and just deported to another country. You don't go down that route. Yeah. And it's always been. I just finished reading a book called The Darkening Age, and it's about the Christian, the devastation that Christianity, the early Christianity, has wrought on philosophy and thought. So Hellenic and Roman knowledge, essentially. Nothing static, because think about, put it this way, conservatism actually means, and I think there is something that actually ironically blends together in these two concepts. So social conservatism is preserving the status quo, the power, and in our case it means white male, Judeo orthodoxy. Conservatism also means conserving the environment. So the Greens are also conservatives in the sense that you want to conserve the environment and things how they are, right? So you preserve it so that...
Isn't that conservation instead of conservative?
Yeah, it's the same root. It's conservation. So you conserve the current state, you preserve the status quo. And both of these movements are trying to lock into take a photo or lock it into this piece of glass where it doesn't move, but it always moves. And that's why you want to be progressive because you don't want to bet against shifting sands. You've got to be... Well, you don't have a choice, I guess, is actually the point. It's going to happen. And you can resist it and then be seen as someone who didn't understand. Yeah, there's no such thing as... I think it was Stephen Fry is so let's say Western culture. This sort of... there's no such thing as culture because it changes every day. It's not a static thing. It's not an equation. It's something that moves. Nature moves. You know, ideas move. And so you can't say, never cut down a tree. You can't say, these people can never get married to these people. Because at the end of the day, you're fighting time. Or what we perceive as time. And you will lose. Otherwise, why aren't we now currently back where we were 2,000 years ago? Despite all the wars and all the politics, it's changed. You can't stop it. Corn is done. You know, it's like, oh, you can't stop progress. It's not progress, it's you can't stop change. This is good. It's a bit acidic. Yeah, it called for orange juice, and I had the moldy orange. I'm gonna give it a little bit of brown sugar. Noting that we do have the walnuts. It is very similar to a green goddess sauce. So this originally called for orange, Dijon, white wine vinegar, olive oil, salt and pepper. And yeah, that's fresh. Okay, so how the hell do we do this? It smells like a elementary school cafeteria. Oh yeah, the apple. Shelby. Math. Oh, how am I going to do it? So, pretty short stream, really. That's a good one. Huntress is good. The senior specials. At normal places, I think 5:30 is when the senior specials open. Well, maybe we're at the hospital where it opens at 3:30. So these are the cheapest burger buns from the Vietnamese burger bunnery. Yeah, I still want to work for one of them and get an understanding of how they do what they do. Now, the research and the recipe says that you don't actually, and it makes sense, right? Because if you're in a school cafeteria, Lunch Lady Doris ain't got time for anything apart from just putting the Sloppy Joe stuff on this. So, no, I feel like, yeah, I feel like Millhouse. I feel like I need another thing here. I did not know that. Ah, Moshimoto.
Well, Morimoto, sorry. You know who I mean.
Yoshi Yoho. Some of that went on the floor. Yeah, I think it's got to be a little bit cold. I am just going to hit it with a little bit of salt because I am not American. Just a little bit there. Oh, it's on there. Oh, we have candy. Oh, well, this will delay things a little bit. This is completely. So I was going to put it on parchment paper, as per being sensible, and then I didn't. So I'm just gonna have to heat that up again. No, not brioche, just like classic Vietnamese.
Yeah, he said it's gonna be on like Wonder Bread rolls.
Yeah, it's like Wonder Bread or like Wonder, just like the cheapest mass-produced white bread. None. They just put the bun, but it's not actually that. Yeah, it's interesting because like so this recipe is really actually not that sloppy. I don't know what to tell you.
But yeah, we watched the thing, they called it a wet sandwich originally.
Yeah, wet sandwich.
Yeah, and I think I agree with that.
She agrees with the wet sandwich.
It's not like having a burger patty, it's like a mushed up wet burger patty from America.
It's a mushed up wet burger patty. Red alert, meshed up wood patty patty.
That makes sense, and then they called it a sloppy joe because it was a wet sandwich.
Yeah,
It's wet for a sandwich.
it's wet for a sandwich. I also don't agree with. You know how Americans call burgers sandwiches?
Yeah.
I'm not on board with it. No, I'm not. I don't like it. One time Has just spilt apple juice on her sandwich and she had nothing else to eat. Did you eat it? Actually, yeah, me and Boomshine were talking about lunch bags. And one time I got mammy noodles and then I tried to open them, but the bag burst open. And all of the mammy noodles fell out on the floor. I think it was this, like, I was in year 2. And then everyone came and just scrambled for all that and then ate all my mammy noodles and then I cried. And so that was a sad day for me. I think it was like one of those rain days. And actually that's why I had a toasted cheese plastic sandwich for lunch yesterday and today. To compensate for my grief. Yeah. Damn right, Wolfie. That's how it was done as far as I'm concerned. And then we had these smacks, which were like in kind of like dark green and yellow bags, which I thought I didn't like those. What's a corn rib? I'm about to get it out of the oven and show you. Hugh, welcome on in. We are wrapping things up. How's it going at your end of town? is off. Yeah, if it, I don't know how I could make a more American meal, to be honest.
You could deep fry it all.
I could, and I restrained myself. I was gonna deep fry the corn ribs, and I thought, no, there's already enough sugar in this nonsense. Q's just home from work, relaxing with some hot Cheetos. That's an American thing. If TV has informed me properly. Canada just finished their election. So it's election season in the world. And where did our dressing go? No, I haven't voted yet. We vote on Saturday. So we will do... Yeah, the cheetah. That's right.
Unfortunately, there's no sausages at any of the schools in our area.
Really?
According to the Democracy Sausage Checker.
Do they have an equivalent in Canada, like a democracy... What's a Canadian? Democracy poutine. A lot of people are pre-voting here as well. And, yeah, for obvious reasons. So there we go. We have... American. That's a pretty random combination of stuff that I just made. Democracy maple pancakes. I would eat one of them. I would absolutely eat one of them. So we have sloppy joes. I've never made such a thing. We have sloppy joes. We've got corn ribs, and we've got walnut and green apple salad. Because I needed to balance it out. Most joiky. So yeah, never had a sloppy joe before. Let's see what all the fuss is about.
Also known as a wet sandwich.
Yeah, I can see why this was popular in elementary schools. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's an easy win. It's just bolognese sauce on bread. Just FYI.
It's just got a bit more vinegary taste.
Yeah, a bit of vinegar.
Yeah. Like you could put diced up pickles in it or something.
You could do whatever you wanted to, lunch lady Doris. You too. Yeah, you put any emote there, orange, and you can Oh, I should have such a backlog of photos. Yeah, you're right, Has does. Spag bowl on toast. Alright, I've got quite a backlog to upload to what is it, Discord? Yeah, I think my KO subscription is still active, so I will go and watch some basketball after this. Maybe drink some Mountain Dew. That's it, people. I'm pretty happy with that. We're done. It's only 5:30. We will do an experimental stream on Friday on YouTube. Just a tech test. I don't know how well it will go, but we'll give YouTube a whack with the view not to change anything on Twitch. Keep streaming on Twitch, but if possible, add YouTube to the roster, as they say. Later, Gators. Thanks, Orange. Thanks, Wolfie. Thanks, Hajjaz. Gonna go and eat this now. Have a good evening. We'll catch you again very soon. Stay safe. And until then, bye for now.